There was a long period of my life where I did not believe and do skincare regularly, but once I integrated it into my life is a lot better. My skin is a lot better. Yes, we do break out every now and then, but nothing is perfect. Our bodies are not perfect, and so we are not perfect. So why shall we expect perfection? Another lesson. Hi, this is a different setup for us. I had a bit of a busy day. Hold on, my face is getting dry. I had a bit of a busy day, kind of. It felt a little hectic. So I didn't really take the time to sit down and make a video. Why didn't I? I had work. And then I took Finn on a walk, did my yoga flow. I was watching The Bachelorette. Mental. I think that's what kept me, because I took a earlier walk with Finn. I needed to clear my head. I didn't really know what to talk about. And then I thought, why don't I do my skincare? Maybe I'll find something to talk about. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just ramble and take you guys along. The first thing I sprayed on my face, was rosewater glycerin. I love this. This makes my face very hydrated. The second thing, it's an incorrect bottle. I put it in a spray bottle. I actually just ran out. Anua face toner, Heartleaf. Was it Heartleaf 77 soothing toner? I'm a big fan of this one. What is this? Korean skincare? Very big fan. Okay, let's focus back. I'm going to be putting on Madagascar Centella Ampule. Okay, so for you guys, it's day 3 of me posting. We have 27 days left, which is quite a bit, honestly. So when you guys get this, it's gonna be September already. I'm excited. I have 2 more days of work. My face feels so dry. I'm excited. I'm enjoying these last moments with the baby. Honestly, nannying made me realize that I do want kids. For a little bit, low key, before I became a nanny, I was like, if I were to get pregnant right now, I wouldn't be too mad. And after being a nanny, I was like, oh, if I get pregnant in the future, I'm not gonna be too mad. Right now, I'd still like my autonomy as a adult. This is the wrong thing. I'll just double my moisturizer tonight. But I'm just glad that I've come to the conclusion that I do want kids. My family kind of had this assumption that I didn't like kids, but through my healing and through my understanding more of why I kind of had a challenging perspective on children was because I was inside an unhealed child. So I didn't have the mindset of wanting children because I was in the back of my mind, I was still like needing to tend to my inner child. So why would I have thoughts of wanting to bring another human into this world? You know what I mean? It was really sweet, especially because of how little she is. The bond that her and I created together. She gets so happy when she sees me in the morning. She's just so little. I mean, she's getting bigger. She's a lot bigger than from when I met her, but she's just so tiny, like this little thing that I pick up and I like throw around. Not literally. I mean, sometimes like onto the couch pillows, but like gently at the same time. Oh, like little babies. I've always loved little babies, but then now I'm just like a little baby, a little me, and I'm pretty cool. I've heard a few things about Aquarius mothers, but I have quite a bit of earth and then water in my chart, so hopefully my Aquarius tendencies don't come out negatively when I have children one day. This is a crazy topic to talk about, but I think it's sweet. I guess that's the whole lesson from being a nanny, is healing parts of my inner child that needed to be approached by witnessing a little child and learning how to nurture her, seeing that little child inside of myself and understanding how to be more gentle with myself while being gentle with another human being. And seeing her so excited about life, about the little things, and being so curious and adventurous, it honestly helped me so much in my personal journey to be more willing to be curious and more spontaneous and adventurous in life. My sister's texting me. Okay, ma'am, I'm filming. Oh, I have to change my battery. Okay, we are back. Is that high enough? I'm also wearing a Fenty robe. I love this robe. I just got it and it's nice and soft. I honestly look forward to the day that I am partnered with Fenty. I love her stuff so much. What were we talking about? Healing my inner child. Oh, if you're asking what I'm doing, this is the xoxo stainless steel gua sha. If you guys saw, I open up my lymph nodes. I start from my armpits, do my collar, where my ears are. I do 2 fingers like that. And I take my knuckle and I rub my nose. I do all of those about 10 times, sometimes a little longer if it feels good to do it a little longer. And then I go across like this and then up and down like that. I go through waves of, and for the most part, I'm very excited for what is to come next. Obviously, as a human being, we're gonna get a little bit distracted. I have a gnarly pimple here and it's making me so sad. Then one right at the bottom of my little hairline sideburn things. Yeah, that just makes me sad. We're learning to be nice to our skin in its many phases. But dang, they just popped up on me out of nowhere. Like the one in the middle of my forehead. My skin is just coming for me. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about in terms of inner child? That journey was crazy. I remember in the midst of it, I think it was the beginning of summer, maybe around May, June, there was just I was expanding my mind is how I'll say it. And so things just started clicking. Was it during that time? Sometime around then. It really changed. No, maybe it was April, May. My sense of time is crazy. It literally blows my mind every day that it's about to be September. We're pretty much at the end of the year. All the end of the year holidays are about to start, and that's bizarre. How bizarre? Very bizarre. I don't know how many times I've passed on my face. I was watching a video or listening to a video on my walk. I believe it was something about privacy is your protection or something like that, and she was just explaining how to be cautious about the things that we share, especially on the internet, but just in general. And these are already thoughts that I've come to before. I mean, especially as an Aquarius, now that I'm a healed Aquarius, I'm very particular about what it is that I share. I used to just share everything, and I think that's the what is it, parasocial relationship that was created with social media. We just felt so free to utilize it as our open diary. And even to this day, I recognize that people are very, very willing to share everything that they're thinking and feeling on social media, a lot of the time without considering the repercussions. And I think at one point in life, I know at one point in life, I also navigated in that same way, but I also was a lot younger. And now that my frontal lobe has finished forming, I just don't find it necessary to say every single thing that goes on in my mind. And I think that also goes hand in hand with me wanting to build a brand identity and be an artist and be a sort of public figure as I grow as an artist, making peace with my desire, the inevitable that comes with growing a platform as I pursue a career as a creative and as a music artist and so on and so forth. It's because of the goals that I have that it's a part of it. Numbers are a part of it, and having an audience and having a following and people that listen to my music and watch what I create and consume what I create is a part of it. which is interesting. Tirtir, Tirtir, collagen lifting eye cream. I believe this is also Korean. I want it for good reason, you know? I just don't, I think we talked about this in one of my previous videos. I'm just tired of not good people having such massive platforms and followings, and they just talk about dumb stuff where they push products that we don't need. And there was a time when I considered that as my pathway to grow on social media, is to just be a cash cow of sorts and promote any product in order to grow my numbers or something like that. I'm so glad that I reframed the narrative in my brain and really was firm about wanting to build something meaningful and stand for something meaningful. I'm applying for something at the moment, and one of the questions was, what is your artist vision? And I thought that the application was going to be a lot, I don't know, simpler. It really made me think about what it is that I want for myself and why I believe that I'm a good candidate for what it is that I'm submitting for. As much as I love sharing with you guys that I want to, you know, bring you guys along for the journey, I definitely need to be more cautious about what it is that I share. Just because evil eye does exist, I believe that, and subconscious evil eye exists as well. So it's important for me as someone who is spiritually sensitive, energetically sensitive. I don't want to compromise what it is that I have going on before it's all said and done. You know what I mean? And I think that's just a common thing, you know, juju and all that kind of stuff. This application really made me think about what my goals are and what I'm working towards at this very moment. And in the video that I posted today, which is day 3, entry 3, I talked about briefly the conversation I had with my mom and how I can't give her a distinct plan or schedule of how things are going to unfold in my life. That doesn't mean that I can't have a sense of direction and ambition and still goal set. What I didn't say in that was it won't make sense to her, you know? I feel like you guys would understand that. It just isn't in her realm. She is more of a realist, I think, is the term I want to use. So I just want to show her. I want to be able to follow through with what it is I'm doing instead of saying, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then in the off chance that that doesn't happen, I don't feel like I needed to be held accountable for it. That's something that in this video she had mentioned. Which YouTuber was it? I can't remember. I'll link it if I remember. She had mentioned to be cautious about what it is that you share with people, because after you share, you're going to be held accountable for that information. Whether that is people are going to be expecting things from you, or they're going to feel entitled to checking in and finding out the information because you openly shared it initially. And so people will feel this need, this right to know more and to understand what else is going on. You know what I mean? As much as I love my mom and as much as I want her to be a part of this journey, I'm also in a place where building the momentum in the beginning takes a lot more effort, and it takes a lot more faith and patience and resilience to get the ball moving. And so once I have the ball moving and once things are actually happening, I will then feel comfortable to share with my mom more of the details and more of the, okay, so like this is how I got here, and you know what I mean? Does that make any sense? What else do I want to talk about? I was watching the Men Tell All earlier, The Bachelorette. Honestly, I've been hearing that a lot of people don't like Jen. I personally like her, but maybe it's because I'm someone who has had a trickier journey when it comes to love and relationships, and I'm just a hopeless, hopeful romantic. As many people experience, sometimes it's just hard to let go and move on. And also at the same time, I'm very particular about the person that enters my life in that kind of way. So if you get me, you get me, and then I let you into my life. I've never been someone who is constantly intimately dating someone, if that makes any sense. Like I don't casually date like that. And there have been so many people that I know where, and maybe I just was never I'm gonna post the person that I'm seeing. I was at one point, I had my heart really broken by the person I had posted before years ago. And I was like, I'm never doing that again. And so I like it. I like the mystery of whether or not I'm seeing anybody and whether or not I'm building a roster or, you know, what it is I'm doing. Like that's not the focus that I want people to be looking at. Yes, I will make music talking about love and talking about relationships and talking about my life, but no one needs to know the specifics of what's going on behind the scenes. This is acne cream because, okay, we can't see it. PCA. This is quite a bit of money. I'm gonna be real. But it works. It works really well. So I'm hoping come morning time, this thing and this thing are gone. I wanted to put a pimple patch on top, but I think I'm gonna let it breathe with this. See how it is in the morning, come back to it. Okay, now my lips are dry. I feel my skin is a lot drier right now. And it's very confusing. I know that California is drier, question mark, but I feel like it's really dry right now. Maybe it's just me. Because the girl I was talking to while I was checking out at Sprouts, she was like, it's been humid lately. And I'm like, as an island girly, this is not humid. But maybe it is, but not humid enough. Because my skin isn't feeling hydrated. Okay. We're gonna take our hair down. We're gonna brush our hair because I still want to chat, hang out for a little bit longer. So I'm kind of all over the place with this chit chat. Different format, no headphones on, so the distraction of life outside of this is different for me. But I do want to get used to it because I don't want to always wear the headphones. Because what if I do my hair really cute? What if I have an accessory? What if I had something else going on up there? We talked about inner child. We talked about the Bachelorette. We talked about my future, being private but open. Such a fine line to walk down. I'm still so not used to having short hair. I believe I'm gonna ask my sister to chop it a little bit more because we're closing the gap between the bottom of my hair and my neck. So I think we're gonna do about chin level, right? So that's maybe 2 inches. That's gonna be so short. But when you have short hair, it grows really fast. But we'll see. Maybe here. I don't know. But I like to keep the distance between the bottom of my hair and my shoulders. Yeah, I'm excited. I always, whenever I get in my head about where I'm at and what's next for me and where I'm going, I always just remind myself that I'm excited instead of claiming that I'm worried or I'm scared or, you know what I mean? It's better to affirm that I'm excited and that's what these feelings are versus allowing the fear and the worry to sit at the forefront. Because the feelings are the same and the intention is what's different between them. I'm probably gonna dance tomorrow because Offstage is going to be closing. Offstage 1.0 is going to be closing and I'll be taking a little hiatus from dance for the most part because I need to figure out a couple things and want to focus on creating, making music, making more content, and I have a lot to think about as we enter our Freebird era. I'm ready for it to start, but I'm also allowing things to happen day by day, not trying to rush the process and overwhelm ourselves by wanting to be in the future instead of cherishing the present. So that is where I'm at. I know the last couple of days, what day was it? Sunday, where I was really going through it emotionally. We felt it. And then as the week has gone on, it's literally only 2 days later, but we're figuring it out. We're allowing things to develop and show us the way. I'm getting back into feeling self-conscious in a way, but it's all good things. I find that I'm running out of things to say, so I probably should just wrap this up here. I feel I've rambled enough for you guys, and I don't have much of my skincare. I don't have any skincare left to do, so I'm gonna close it out here. This was nice. I don't really know if there's a lesson, but allow yourself to take it slow. Put on cruise control. Let things happen the way they're supposed to happen. Especially in this day and age with technology and social media, we have lost the natural flow of how life is supposed to unfold, and we just want a quick reaction, a quick, instant gratification. We got to take it back to the snail mail days. We have to send our letter. We got to trust that the post office is gonna get that to our destination. Kiana and I had sent each other boxes, like little things. Hers was from when she came back from her Japan trip, and mine was for her birthday at the beginning of August. And so, yeah, when you put something in the mail, you trust the noble postal office worker. My uncle is a postal office worker. Shout out to you. And that it'll get to its destination on time. If there was a return that you're waiting on, trust that that is going to get to you when the time comes. But you know that you placed that order. You know that you sent that out. So why are we going to freak out? If it doesn't come in after a certain amount of time, then maybe we need to reflect. Maybe we need to look back on our order and see if we filled it out correctly, or if we need to change and adjust, and then we can decide what we're gonna do. We gotta let our packages come in at the time that our packages are going to come in. We can't speed the process. We can't force ourselves to be put on the highest priority. We just gotta let it happen. That's gonna be our lesson today. Alrighty, I love you. Be kind to yourself tonight. Do some skincare. I do skincare every night. There was a long period of my life where I did not believe and do skincare regularly, but once I integrated it into my life is a lot better. My skin is a lot better. Yes, we do break out every now and then, but nothing is perfect. Our bodies are not perfect, and so we are not perfect. So why shall we expect perfection? Another lesson. Hydrate. I need to hydrate. I'm feeling parched. The sun is down for me. It might be down for you now. Take a walk. Get some sun when you can. Get plenty of rest. I know I will. And I will see you next time. We'll probably do this again. Don't know about a morning routine. Maybe a morning routine. But I do want to try different formats of videos because I don't want to give you the same thing every single time. You deserve more than that. Okay, I'll talk to you soon.